And now, a Tiger Sports Update.
And welcome back to Thursday Newsbeat. I'm Charles Fleischer, and this is your Tiger Sports Update. Let us start with some exciting news with former LSU guard and national champion Alexis Morris. Today, she signed with world-famous basketball group, the Harlem Globetrotters. Morris will become the 7th female on the team currently, the most in their 98-year history. Morris will debut this Friday under the alias Alexis, the show, Morris. Sticking on the hardwood, men's basketball dropped another conference game as the 6th-ranked Tennessee Volunteers took down the Tigers last night 88-68. The difference was the shooting by both teams. Matt McMahon's squad shot just 24% from three, compared to Rick Barnes' group, 46%. The Tigers will have another opportunity for a big SEC win when they host Alabama Saturday afternoon in the PMAC. Meanwhile, tonight, the Lady Tigers will look to build off of Sunday's blowout win over the Florida Gators as they are in Nashville to take on Vanderbilt. Coach Mulkey knows this won't be an easy task as she recognizes this isn't a Commodore team like they've seen in the past.
Well, they may be, in my opinion, if not the most improved team in the league, one of the most improved teams in the league. I don't know that I'll have to do much motivating other than to tell our team they beat Mississippi State and they beat Auburn and we didn't.
Road games for the Lady Tigers this year have been no cakewalk as 3 of their 4 losses have come outside the PMAC. Maybe some of the struggles have been a result of those hostile crowds they have to face and endure. And take a look at these attendance stats that I find absolutely extraordinary. Like, take a look at that for a second. You notice something amazing? Every road game that has been played this season has either been a sellout, we got 2 right here with Coppin State and Mississippi State, or record attendance. We got those other 4 there. When the defending champions are in town and you have these big-time names, clearly everyone wants to see them in action. But Angel Reese and company aren't the only women in action tonight. That's right, folks. With a lot of returning players and expectations higher than ever, softball will be opening up their season tonight at Tiger Park. There's one question on fans' mind, and that is how will this experienced team bounce back after last year's early exit in the NCAA tournament?
If you remember 8 months ago, the team lost a heartbreaker in the winner-go-home game of regionals to the Lafayette Ragin' Cajuns, but that was then. This is now. The main story of this year's team is experience. 8 seniors, including Taylor Pleasance and Danica Coffey, 6 returning All-SEC players, 2-time Gold Glovers, and 2 All-Americans. Head coach Beth Torina discussed how much she will rely on the vets of this squad.
I think they're super focused on themselves, how they can be better, what they can do well, and putting kind of the past or our opponent aside and really just being us. And I think if they can continue to do that, they are going to be very hard to beat because they're incredibly talented and incredibly experienced.
The experience will certainly be needed in conference play as the SEC is loaded with 9 teams in the preseason top 25, including 4 above the Lady Tigers. Senior catcher Allie Newland talked about what a blessing it is to play in such a competitive conference.
Know going into every weekend that we have to bring our best because the team on the other side of the diamond's bringing their best too. So to play in a conference like this, not only from a competition perspective, but from a media perspective, from a support perspective, it's really cool to be a part of a conference that supports us this much, that supports female athletics so much, and the product on the field is insanely talented. So knowing that every weekend, being a part of it, it's been really cool.
The 14th ranked Lady Tigers will take on Nicholls State tonight at 6 p.m. and the road to Oklahoma City will commence. That's all we have for this Tiger Sports Update. When we come back, find out how another purple and gold legend is being recognized on the West Coast. Don't go anywhere.